Warm welcome on Unacademy Law. This is Kushagra Goyal and welcome to the channel for all your law aspirations and legal counsel. This is the channel which addresses all such doubts. So today, as part of a series of videos that we will be providing you to cover what lies next after you clear the law school. So today in our session, Career Options After Law, I will be discussing options in domestic. That is, what all career options can you choose once you complete your 5-year or 6-year law program in law, and especially in India. These are handpicked ones where there is a record of success. So we will be talking about them today. Before I do that, very warm welcome to everyone who have tuned in live. And if you are someone who is watching me for the very first time, I am Kushagra Goyal, a graduate from National Law University. I have assisted students to achieve AIR 4 and AIR 16 in CLAT. And I have also done a revision series that got 90% of the GK section questions. So if you are someone who is looking for guidance, then you can believe on my word. And lastly, if you want to connect with me, you can reach out to me on my Telegram channel. That is Kushagra Goyal, the legal game _Unacad. And the notes of all the videos that I take on YouTube are provided on bit.ly/KUSAGKnote and Unacademy's community tab. You can find both these links in the description of this video. So first of all, let's look at the most traditional one. The most traditional one is a legal counsel. You must have seen counsels at different courtrooms. Some of you may have your family members, your father, your mother as a lawyer. So this is the most traditional work job that lawyer or a person who has graduated in law can do. This is purely self-employment. All you need to do is register with the bar. Register with register with Bar Council of India. You need to clear the examination, All India Bar Association exam, AIBE. So after you're done with your LLB, that is 5-year or 6-year, you can register at BCI, Bar Council of India. You will enroll at any of your local high court. So if you are in Delhi, you will enroll in Delhi. If you are in Himachal Pradesh, you will enroll in Himachal Pradesh. There are district legal councils also, so you can register in those associations. All you need to do is register. And then you get 2.5 years once your registration is done to clear a examination known as AIBE. It's a very simple examination. It is an open book exam. So all you need to do is clear this exam while you have registered. Once you are a registered lawyer, you can practice in any civil or criminal court of India. You can appear in family matters, you can appear in property matters, criminal matters for any private individual. This is a self-employment one where you are the master of your own destiny. The harder you work, the better your performance is, the more the clients will trust you. And the more people will come to you seeking legal advice. So you can earn money through consultation fees, you can earn money through filings, you can earn money through working for them. The only difference is that at district courts and high courts, you do not need any other exam. But when you want to practice at the Supreme Court and you want to file a case there, you will have to become an advocate on record, AOR. AORs are those people who have experience of at least 5 years at the Supreme Court. So once you are at the Supreme Court and you have been working under a lawyer or on your own for at least 5 years, only then can you present a case on your own in the Supreme Court. Otherwise, you will need someone else to file a wakalatnama, ya the authorization to present or appear before the court in someone else's name. So this is the most traditional sphere of job which you all can do. In any case, it does not require a lot of what you can say financial assistance. All it is your destiny. The harder you work, the better. Then the next one is corporate lawyers, law firms. All of you must have watched the TV series Suits, right? So you become an associate at a law firm. Now law firms are of different types. There are boutique law firms, there are corporate law firms, there are infrastructure related law firms, there are technology law firms. So the kind of work that a law firm offers is the kind of sphere of law that you are working in. Now what do you do as an associate of a law firm? when you are an associate of a law firm, you are assisting private companies. For example, Reliance bought Big Bazaar. So now the filings of purchase of Big Bazaar. Similarly, Air India was purchased by Tata Sons, right? So now the legal filing for purchase, let's say the government has to put out, or a company has to put out a tender. So the drafting of that tender, or let's say two companies are merging themselves. PVR is merging with Inox. So those legal filings, and along with this also comes the work of due diligence. Due diligence is basically verifying the documents, legal documents that are needed to be filed before a company law board or any other matter. You may also appear in court, you may file arbitration disputes, you may do negotiation on contracts for your private companies whosoever hire you. Now, private companies may not have expertise in working. For example, Unacademy. It's an educator platform. It may not have the expertise themselves on how to present a legal case. So they may hire a law firm to fight the case for them. So this is the work that you will be doing as an associate. Now, when you become an associate at a law firm, again, all you need to do is register. Okay, so your registration with the local bar is essential for that also. Nevertheless, even if you are not registered, it does not prevent you from working as an associate. The only restriction is without registration, you cannot present or appear for the company in court. Then the next career option is as law clerks for High Court and Supreme Court judges. Now, you may not know or you may not have heard about these people, but these are the people working in the shadows. Now, a legal researcher for a Supreme Court or High Court judge are those individuals who are working day and night on finding out the legal points that the councils may not have addressed before the court. In India, we do have adversarial system. हमारे यहाँ एडवोकेट्स केस प्रेजेंट करते हैं, बट क्योंकि इंडिया के अंदर टाइम बहुत कम होता है कोर्ट के पास, तो बहुत सारा काम जजेस को खुद से करना पड़ता है. सो टू हेल्प देम, टू गाइड देम, not guide but to do some drafting, yeah, some research for them, there are law clerks or legal researchers who help them. Now in this regard, this is a temporary or a permanent position. आप या तो किसी जज के अंडर टेम्पररी टाइम पीरियड के लिए होते हैं या 6 to 12 months, और you are a permanent law clerk of the high court या supreme court. You may be rotating between different judges. आपके काम के हिसाब से the judges or on the kind of work they need. For example, if they require a briefing on a law, or they require a short research note, or they require some assistance in terms of finding out what a legal matter is, or a summary of what the arguments have been, yeah, running notes of what was argued before the court. So those are the things that legal researchers. But the beauty of this is that you are on the other side. When you work under a lawyer, you are working from one particular party that you are representing. But when you work under a judge, you get to see both the sides of the eye. You are on the other side. People expect you how a matter should be decided. So you get to learn. It is a very good insight for students who are looking to become judges in the future. Judiciary का एग्जाम देना तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट उससे पहले अगर आपको पता है कि कैसे काम करा जाता है, how do judges approach matters, how do they seek, what kind of questions do they ask to inquire the points of law, those are the things that you understand when you become a legal researcher or a law clerk for a Supreme Court or a High Court judge. Okay. Similarly, in case when we are working as a researcher, not just as a High Court or Supreme Court judge, public policy or a policy analyst is also another career option that you have. Public policy researchers, जैसे कि right now we have the Aadhaar. Now before the Aadhaar came into existence, there was a lot of research that went into it. Similarly, we are now debating about the legal age of women from 18 to 21. So should it be raised? What should be the policy consequences? Law को कैसे amend किया जाता है? Law के बारे में what are the nuances? What are the loopholes of the law? All that kind of work is something that you can do as a legal researcher or a policy analyst at research centers. Now, Indian government has its own research center, जैसे नीति आयोग हो गया, या फिर there is the Manohar Parrikar Center for Military Research. Then we also have certain private research centers. जैसे कि there is Project 39A of NLU Delhi, there is Vidhi Law Center, which is a private research center, there is Center for Policy Research. So there are multiple positions where you can work. What do? You prepare research notes, you prepare loopholes, you prepare research guides, you create reports, you are the one who is working on rankings. अब हम GK section में बहुत बार पढ़ते हैं कि ये report आई, The Economist's करप्शन रिपोर्ट या फिर फ्रीडम डेमोक्रेसी रिपोर्ट ऑफ द इकोनॉमिस्ट. सो उन रिपोर्ट्स को क्रिएट कौन करते हैं? पॉलिसी एनालिस्ट, राइट. हम नीति आयोग के डिफरेंट इंडेक्सेस देखते हैं, वो इंडेक्स कौन क्रिएट कर रहा है? पॉलिसी एनालिस्ट. सो लीगल पॉलिसी एनालिस्ट इज ऑल्सो अनदर वेरी ब्यूटिफुल जॉब दैट यू ऑल कैन हैव पोस्ट, and this does not require any masters or anything. All you need to have is a good command over the language, good command of the area of law that you are researching on. So it is like the job on the desk, but how the law affects it on the field. Okay, ज़मीनी स्तर पर law का क्या effect होता है उसको जांचना परखना is the work of a policy analyst. Okay, then we also have the most traditional one is professors at university. At professors of university, you get to influence future law students. You will be, when you all clear NLUs and you are working there, you are a student there, there will be professors who will be teaching you. At some point of time in future, you could be one of them. But as a professor requires a lot of extra work after your law school. That's why this is the one that we are taking at the last. It requires you to clear the NET examination of UGC. ये एग्ज़ाम क्लियर होना बहुत ज़रूरी है आपके लिए. इस एग्ज़ाम में अपीयर होने के लिए आपके पास मास्टर्स डिग्री होनी चाहिए. सो यू रिक्वायर अ LLM डिग्री ऑल्सो. सो आफ्टर योर BA LLB you will require a 1-year master's degree also, and you will also be required to have a PhD or at least pursuing a PhD for more employability. Why will someone, a student who has just cleared his 12th examination, trust you as a professor who is someone who is just out 5 years out of law school? They will not trust you. Your trust will come when you have more experience. PhD and master's degree allow you with the experience of the job, and that is what is essential when you are preparing. So as a professor at a university, these are some things that you will have to do. So it's a little bit long term as a job option, all right, or a career option. It's a more long term thing. Then the last thing that we will be discussing on a domestic level is a in-house council. Now, all the companies and all the banks have some or the other legal dispute. मान लेते हैं बैंक में फ्रॉड हो गया है, या बैंक से किसी ने फ्रॉड कर दिया है, या बैंक पर किसी ने फ्रॉड कर दिया है, या बैंक ने फ्रॉड कर दिया, या कंपनी ने किसी से फ्रॉड किया है, या कंपनी के ऊपर किसी और कंपनी ने फ्रॉड किया है, और someone has claimed that there is a fraud, और let's say there is a labor dispute, किसी एम्प्लॉय को बीच में निकाल दिया गया है. सो उस तरीके के मैटर्स को डील करने के लिए हर कंपनी और बैंक के पास होता है एक खुद का लीगल ऑफिसर. These people are private counsels of one company. As a lawyer, litigation lawyer, you are a counsel of multiple companies. But as a private counsel, you are a lawyer of one company as a permanent job. Okay? So you assist these corporations or banks in all sphere of legal matters when you are working for them. Okay? So this is like a more traditional job, but with a lot of on-field experience. You brief the lawyers. अगर कोर्ट के अंदर अपीयर होना है तो आप सीनियर काउंसिल को ब्रीफ करते हैं, या फिर आप नेगोशिएट करते हैं. You also proofread the contracts that the company enters into. So all those things are dealt with by the in-house counsel or the legal officers of the company. So these are 6 jobs or career options that we have as domestic ones. I will also be taking one more on an international level. What can you do as a career outside India once you are post or graduate from your 5-year law schools? So if you have any doubts right now about the career options that we have discussed, and you are someone who has tuned in live to this video, this is your time to ask away. Very, very good evening to those who have tuned in. And one of the questions that I am asked most of the time, if you start your preparation for CLAT 2022, can you clear it? Definitely yes. You can definitely do it, and for that we have a new batch that began today, okay, which is the rank booster batch. This is a crash course batch where we will be covering your entire syllabus just prior to the examination. So if you're someone who is doubtful ki can they clear it or not, this is your time to enroll at the earliest, okay. Do not miss out on your chance to enroll in this course now, okay. Then there is questions about we miss you at LawPrep. All right, thank you so much. You can always attend me or watch my videos at Unacademy. Is ILS Pune a good college? Definitely yes. Then why have I joined teaching? Does NLU have low placement? No, no, no. That is definitely not the case. My inclination is towards teaching per se. So right now I have just completed my masters. I am preparing for the NET examination. I am preparing for the PhD entrance. That is why in the intermediate time I am working here. All right. Any more questions that you may have, we can take them. But if you have found the video informative, this is your time to show us your love and give it a thumbs up. If you have liked the video and all the options that I've told you, then you should give it a thumbs up. And if you want to meet any of those people who are my batchmates or my seniors who are working in all these different roles, then put in a message in my Telegram group. आप मेरे Telegram group पर एक message डालिए कि sir, this is the person we would want to talk to. I have seniors who are working as in-house counsels for banks. I have seniors who are working at professors at various foreign universities. I have seniors who are working at researchers on public policy at Niti Aayog and different private corporations. I have also seniors who have worked as law clerk. I myself have had the opportunity of working under the current Chief Justice of India and corporate lawyers and litigation counsel. So अगर आप किसी से मिलना चाहते हैं या बात करना चाहते हैं, so definitely drop in a message in my Telegram group and I will try to get you to speak to them at a shortest possible time. Also, after giving the SEBI exam, can we have a good post in future? Definitely, Preeti, that is a position in the government position. All right, so definitely it will be a good option. Corporate jobs होती हैं. Let's look at a corporate job, right? So one good thing is you can always watch the TV series Suits, right? Now, as a corporate lawyer, your work is not fixed working hours, but you are working for a company. So you are like a lawyer of the company. किसी एक particular matter के लिए you are hired. The law firm is like the place where they come and seek your assistance. You are one of them, a part of the team that will be assisting that corporate. Corporate lawyer is a lawyer of the corporate or a company, right? Corporates are companies and you work with them. You provide them assistance with documentation filings, legal filings, tax filings, merger and amalgamation filings. जैसे Big Bazaar has been sold to Reliance. Now Amazon has filed a suit against that. So what will be the matter? Can the deal go through? How to help them? Similarly, your company is being sold, or let's say a shareholder wants to sell the company. How to do that? What will be the documentation required? All the things on the shadows जो हमें दिखती नहीं है, सिर्फ headlines में होती हैं, उनके बारे में is corporate law. Okay? Last two questions I will be taking in this session. If you have any, you can ask away right away. Is CS LLB a good choice? It can be if you are looking for work in banks or as a career option, particularly of a technical या tax matters. Okay, tax matters की firms के अंदर it can be definitely a good option. What is the salary status of corporate lawyers in India? As a salary of corporate lawyer, you can earn anywhere between 50,000 per month to 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees per month. That could be the salary per month for a corporate lawyer in India. For a corporate lawyer. All right, that could be one thing. NLUs has placement but only fixed low income basis. Once a campus placement, always a camp, but not. No. See, placement is something depends on your own caliber also, right? You have to be very good in the interview to actually get through. So that is something that is there. Is job availability less of a civil lawyer? Definitely not. Definitely not. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Civil lawyers are equally in demand, right? Property disputes, land matters, contractual matters are all part of civil lawyers. Okay, is SLS Pune good? Definitely very good college, especially for girls. There is a high preference of girls to go to Pune because it is far more accessible in comparison to some NLUs also. So definitely go for SLS Pune if you want to. Your elder sister, very hectic to manage. How to manage studies? See, one solution that I also definitely did in my law school to manage my studies along with moot courts and debates and different research papers was sleep less. So this is one thing that I did. On average, my sleep would always be 5 to 6 hours a day. But for example, when I was preparing for my moot court competition at King's College, or when we had represented India at Oxford University, that time for at least 2 months I had not slept for more than 4 hours. Or for example, when we were just prior to our memorial submissions, I had not slept for 2 days also. So ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Before examinations, you do not get any sleep also. So definitely, law school life is hectic but also very exciting. Law school is a difficult place if you prefer sleep. Like if you have to, because there is so much to read, you definitely require to get out of your comfort zone. To do well in life, you have to be out of your comfort zone. So that's one thing that you can do. Any other questions that you have, you can ask. I'll take one more doubt before we end the session for the day. All right. So with this, we come to the end of our session for the day. I will be back with another session on international law or international career options for law students in India when you graduate. But in the meantime, to realize your dream of entering the law school, the very first step, you can enroll in our rank booster batch if you want to realize your dream instantly. The batch begins on April 16 Aaj, and this is your last chance to enroll in this batch. When you enroll for this batch, you will also be getting access to our iconic CLAT notes. These notes are 14 books, 2,800 pages, covering questions plus tips and strategies plus the syllabus, all that you need to do to prepare for the examination. So subscribe to Unacademy's iconic subscription at the earliest for anything that you need to know. You can call me at 7825860506. And अगर आपको अपने सब्सक्रिप्शन पर 10% ऑफ चाहिए, right? So then use the code KUSHGK. And on this coming Sunday, that is tomorrow at 3 p.m, we are conducting an all India scholarship test for CLAT, which will be providing you scholarships up to 10 lakh rupees. So use the code KUSHGK and enroll for this scholarship test at the earliest. Okay. And lastly, if you are someone who is preparing for MHCET examination, you can enroll in MHCET batch, or for CLAT 2023 aspirants, you can enroll for this batch. Lastly, Iconic subscription में क्या होता है? Iconic में you get live classes, tests, mock tests, plus you get mentorship. मतलब a mentor like me will be taking 10-minute conversation sessions with you to discuss your doubts, your suggestions, syllabus, mock test, how to prepare, how to answer questions, how to be better, how to manage time better. All those things is something you can ask your mentor. So enroll if you require personal guidance. Now, the fees is on your screen, and for CLAT 2022 aspirants, you can take a 3-month subscription of Unacademy, or 2023 aspirants can take a 12-month subscription. On this fees, if you want a 10% off, then use the code KUSHGK. This is the code that you can use to avail a 10% off on your total subscription amounts. So do not waste any time, enroll at the earliest. And if you have any other doubts also, you can visit our store in Jaipur, which is at the Riddhi Siddhi Circle. और आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हैं, आप मुझे पर्सनली कॉल कर सकते हैं 7825860506 एंड यूज द कोड KUSHGK फॉर एनरोलमेंट। इस नंबर पे आपको सारी सूचनाएं मिल जाएंगी अबाउट क्लासेस, डाउट्स आपके कोई भी हैं अबाउट प्रिपरेशन, कौन से बैच में एनरोल करना चाहिए, ऐप को कैसे यूज़ करना है, आइकॉनिक नोट्स कहाँ मिलेंगे, हाउ टू एनरोल फॉर आइकॉनिक सब्सक्रिप्शन, कुशाग्र सर की नेक्स्ट क्लास कब होगी, everything that you want to know, you can call me at 7825860506. And lastly, you can also participate in free quiz that we conduct every day at 5 PM. So कल भी आप इसके मंडे को अभी आप इसके लिए प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं। और अगर आपको सिर्फ मॉक टेस्ट चाहिए तो then you can enroll for our Unacademy Lite mock test. Okay, in this you will get 25 mock tests. The next CLAT mock test is on 23rd April. So enroll at the earliest. और जब आप मॉक टेस्ट में एनरोल करते हैं तो यू ऑल्सो स्टैंड अ चांस टू विन कैश प्राइजेस, दैट इज रैंक 1 to 3 कैन अवेल 1500 to 500 रिस्पेक्टिवली। ऑन दैट नोट आप मुझे रीच आउट कर सकते हैं मेरे टेलीग्राम चैनल पर, दैट इज कुशाग्र गोयल द लीगल गेम _Unacad। एंड विद दिस वी कंक्लूड द सेशन। कोई भी आपको डाउट है तो आप मुझे रीच आउट कर सकते हैं टेलीग्राम चैनल पर। और आपको अगर ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा है तो प्लीज़ गिव इट अ थम्स अप एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर coming here and watching and showing your love. And if you are new to the channel और आपको और भी सारी लॉ स्कूल या लॉ करियर रिलेटेड गाइडेंस चाहिए या प्रिपरेशन रिलेटेड असिस्टेंस चाहिए तो सब्सक्राइब टू दिस चैनल नाउ। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन।